Ever wondered what a modern-day prince looks like? Meet Moulay Hassan, Morocco's future king. But he's not just about fancy stuff, he cares about big world problems too. Let's see how this young prince is different from what you might expect. Who is Prince Moulay Hassan and why is he gaining global attention? Imagine a young prince born into one of the world's oldest monarchies who's not just rich and powerful, but also humble and globally conscious. Sounds like a character from a fairy tale, right? Well, meet Prince Moulay Hassan of Morocco, a real-life royal who's capturing hearts and minds around the world. Born on May 8, 2003, Prince Moulay Hassan is the crown prince of Morocco. His birth was celebrated with a 21-gun salute. Talk about a grand entrance. But don't let this extravagant welcome fool you. Despite being part of a family worth an estimated $5.7 billion, with his own net worth around $1.5 billion, Moulay is far from your typical spoiled royal kid. So what makes this young prince stand out? For starters, his calmness and grace is remarkable for someone his age. While many teens are busy making TikTok videos, Moulay is attending global summits and representing his country with grace. Can you imagine having such responsibilities as a teenager? But here's where it gets really interesting. Remember in fairy tales when princes would often go to quests to prove their worth? Well, Moulay's quest seems to be proving his humility and dedication to global issues. He's been known to refuse the traditional hand-kissing gesture from elders, not out of disrespect, but as a sign of humility. How many teenagers do you know who would turn down special treatment? And speaking of special treatment, let's talk about his ride. Most teens dream of getting their first car, but Moulay, he has a $67.4 million private jet with a personalized license plate that reads CNMAH, meaning Majesty. It even has a $20 million missile defense system. Now that's what you call traveling in style. But don't think for a second that Moulay is all about luxury. He's using his position to make a real difference. In 2017, he was the youngest participant at the One Planet Summit in France, showing his commitment to fighting climate change. He's also welcomed Palestinian children to Morocco, teaching them about Moroccan culture. What skills and talent does this young prince possess? Now you might be wondering, sure, he's rich and famous, but what can he actually do? Well, hold on to your hats, because Prince Moulay's list of skills is pretty impressive. First off, he's a polyglot. That means he can speak multiple languages fluently. How many, you ask? 4. Arabic, his mother tongue, French, English, and Spanish. That's some serious linguistic talent at such a young age. But wait, there's more. Moulay is also studying aviation. That's right, this prince isn't content with just riding in fancy planes. He wants to fly them too. He's the first Moroccan royal to study aviation. And where did he get such a good education? At the Royal College, of course. This isn't your average school. It's situated inside the Royal Palace and was founded back in 1942. It specializes in educating princes and princesses. So we've got a prince who speaks 4 languages, is learning to fly planes, and has received a top-notch education. But surely he must have some downtime, right? Well, when he's not busy with his royal duties or studies, Moulay enjoys family holidays. He's been spotted in New York and on the Greek island of Skiathos, where he rented a yacht called Serenity. The cost? Oh, just about $500,000 a week, actually. So we've got a young, talented, globally minded prince. But what does this mean for the future? Let's consider the evidence. At just 14 years old, Moulay was already participating in global summits on climate change. That shows a level of awareness and commitment to global issues that's rare in someone so young. And it's not just about climate change. Moulay has shown interest in other global issues too, like the displacement of refugees. He's used his platform to welcome Palestinian children to Morocco, showing a diplomatic touch that could serve him well in the future. But perhaps the most exciting thing about Moulay's potential is his ability to connect with young people around the world. In an era where youth engagement in global issues is more important than ever, having a young, relatable royal who's passionate about these topics could be a powerful force for change. So, what do you think? Could this young prince be the leader the world needs in the future? As we wrap up our story about this fascinating young royal, it's worth pondering. What would you do if you were in Prince Moulay's shoes? Would you use your wealth and influence to tackle global issues, or would you be tempted by the luxuries that come with royal life? Whatever path Prince Moulay chooses, it's clear that he has the potential to make a significant impact on the world stage. From his humble manners to his global awareness, from his impressive skills to his royal responsibilities, Moulay represents a new generation of royalty, one that's educated, engaged, and ready to take on the challenges of the 21st century. Curious how Prince Moulay will shape Morocco's future? We've only scratched the surface of this intriguing royal. Want to learn more about young leaders changing the world? Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment with your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories.